So recently I've been traveling and I read Brad Jacobs' book about building billion-dollar companies. It's a great book. I think the young me would have been really motivated by it. The strategy's clear, the execution is relentless. But what stood out to me as I'm sitting on the plane reading this book is not the wins, great, billionaire, amazing. It was the pressure, constant meetings, constant deals, constant intensity. I think there was a figure of something like 175,000 staff in the business. So if I had read that book earlier, I would have loved that because of the speed and the scale, the excitement, the conquest. But now that I'm in my 50s, I would not trade places, not because I lack ambition, because I've proven the long game works. Here's the pattern I see. High pressure systems create progress fast, sure. Venture-backed startups, empire building, CEOs, war-driven innovation, roll-up acquisitions. They force breakthroughs. They compress timelines. They achieve things that low-pressure systems never could. I'll acknowledge that. But they also shorten runway. Most startups burn out. A venture capitalist would be happy if just a few of 100 companies survived and they knock it out of the park, but most won't. Most empires collapse. Most high-intensity operations exit or implode. And the same pressure that creates innovation creates fragility. Low-pressure systems move slower. So, for example, Aboriginal land management, family-owned businesses, bootstrap companies, long-cycle crafts, they don't scale explosively. They don't make headlines, but they last. Longevity is a form of intelligence. I came from an industry that was over 100 years old, the automotive industry, and it was fascinating to see who the survivors were. Another form of intelligence is restraint. We don't hear about this one so much, but here's the trade-off that no one's really talking about, and I wanted to make this video about. Pressure creates progress. Sustainability creates longevity. You don't get both at full volume. You have to choose your optimization target, speed or survival. I actually ditched my old business name, SuperFastBusiness, because I realized a fair way down the track that survival and a low pressure business is more of my goal than a fast, high speed, breakneck business. And I'll make more videos about this. There's a lot of evidence that people churn and burn. My business has been low pressure for 17 years now. No venture capital. Like I self-funded my business with a consulting fee to buy a laptop. No burn rate. No dips in income. No panic growth. No constant meetings. No other shareholders. It's a high level of autonomy. Repeatable value. Low stress. And it was not accidental. It is absolutely by design. So I chose survival over speed, and the result is a business that still works when pressure disappears. Like most founders optimize for the next funding round, the next acquisition, the next headline, external validation. I've optimized for waking up in 10 years and still enjoying the thing that I'm doing that pays. And that is a different game. It doesn't mean slow growth. My business has grown every year. It's very, very profitable. It's super enjoyable. It's well leveraged, but it is sustainably leveraged. I can grow it sustainably. Growth doesn't require adrenaline to function, right? The lesson here isn't about ambition or goals. It's about recognizing the high pressure innovation has a cost. You can build fast and burn out, or you can build steady and last. They both work. They both have trade-offs, but only one lets you keep playing when the pressure stops. So the Aboriginal cultures, they understood this. They didn't maximize extraction. They maximized continuity. That's not romanticism. That is systems thinking. If you're building a business that can outlast market cycles, platform changes, and your own energy levels, this is important as you age, you're playing a different game than most. You're optimizing for longevity. And that requires a different kind of intelligence. not the kind that moves fastest, the kind that knows when to move slowly and when to move quickly. And there's more than one definition of success. Pick the one that you can still stand when the pressure disappears.